What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are having a fantastic Wednesday. And in today's video, we're going to take a look at Polkadot. We're going to take a look at some of the shorter term time frame stuff. We're also going to take a look at some of the longer term time frame analysis on Polkadot to see if a surge or a giant pump is about to come for Polkadot within the next couple weeks. All right. So without further ado, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe if you end up enjoying today's content. But let's jump straight on into the daily chart here for Polkadot. So you can see right now, guys, as we speak, we're going to start with some of the shorter term time frame stuff. On the daily chart, you can see that we're just in a classic symmetrical triangle pattern, right? And, we are having a bunch of different bullish things going on. You can see first, if we zoom out, fellas, you can see we have our 20-day moving average, which is this blue line here. You guys can see each time we consolidate, we tend to come back to that 20-day moving average. And we end up tending to hold that as support before moving up, with obviously the exception of when Polkadot first came out down here. So that's our first bullish thing going on, and why I think we're going to break to the upside out of this triangle and actually continue on up higher later on this year. You can see also, guys, down here, this is why I'm extremely bullish, all right? You can see we have bullish divergence going on. We're getting lower highs on, or lower lows on the RSI, and we're getting higher lows on price action, which is our classic bullish divergence and should push us up to the upside as well. But you guys are probably thinking, what is our upside target? Well, if we look at our upside target, we take from our top to our bottom of this triangle, and we extrapolate that at our possible breakout point. Let's say we break out somewhere around that area, fellas. That's going to give us an approximate price target of a $51.28 Polkadot. So we could be seeing a big move in the medium term time frame. This has to technically break out, guys, by April 4th. So we could have about another 10 days of consolidation in this pattern before we break out to the upside. But we know this morning Bitcoin is getting a massive bounce back to the upside, almost reaching about 58,000 as I'm making this video. So that could push up Polkadot even faster than we might think. Polkadot is very correlated to Bitcoin. We've seen it in the past. When Bitcoin's making big runs to the upside, that's when we usually see Polkadot making big runs to the upside. And when Bitcoin's consolidating, that's usually when we see Polkadot consolidate as well. But I do expect a move back to the upside based off the bounce off this 20-day moving average, based off our bullish divergence here on the daily time frame, which is absolutely huge, guys. I don't think you understand how massive that actually is. Just based off, obviously, the bounce that Bitcoin is getting right now. Now, if Bitcoin decides to take a major dump, we're probably going to see Polkadot, dump outside to the downside out of this triangle. But as long as Bitcoin continues its bounce, which I do think it will, based on a bunch of different factors we talked about on stream yesterday, I am expecting at least in the short term, fellas, about a $51 Polkadot coming soon. Now, that's just the first thing, guys. Let's switch over to the Polkadot Bitcoin chart. And now we're going to get, and why I'm so bullish on Polkadot for the rest of this year, based against Bitcoin, based against Ethereum. But you guys can see here on the Polkadot Bitcoin ratio, you can see this is the Polkadot Bitcoin ratio on the daily time frame. Now, we have a couple different things going on here. Well, you can see just a couple days ago, we did back test, right? You can see right here, we back tested as support what was our previous high twice, right? So we actually flipped our previous resistance now into new support, and this could simply result, guys, in a nice bounce back to the upside here, okay? So really, really good stuff. We could be seeing a bounce back to the upside against Bitcoin here. I mean, that's what we all care about, right? Should I be in altcoins? Should I be in Bitcoin at the moment? Polkadot looks pretty bullish against Bitcoin. Now, we also have this shorter term time frame support line here, which is our support. Let me get rid of some of these lines for you real quick, fellas. We actually have our previous support here now flipped as support as well. So we're getting two major support lines converging and acting as big support, which should push us back to the upside. Also, guys, that is not it. We also have bullish divergence on our Polkadot Bitcoin ratio. You can see same thing as the USD value. We're getting lower lows on our RSI, higher lows in price action, which is pushing us to the upside and should continue to push us up to the upside there. I am expecting a pretty big move on Polkadot against Bitcoin. Now we can look at a couple different things. I mean, we know Bitcoin right here, guys, is in this kind of rising channel that a lot of people are talking about. Let's just say Bitcoin did theoretically go up to the top of this channel, right, and give us about a 35% move, or about a 77% move to the upside there. So if Polkadot was to gain on Bitcoin, let's say Polkadot was to do a 2x against Bitcoin, okay? So from 6.2 to, let's say, Polkadot did a 2x against Bitcoin, which I think is very, very possible, which we're going to look at next. Say we went up to somewhere around that level. Well, that would put Polkadot, if Bitcoin was to do what I think it's going to do, which is bounce off this trend line and continue up here. We said that was about a 32% move to the upside. Yeah, 32% move to the upside, which would put Polkadot's value at about somewhere around that 51% or $51 mark. And then Polkadot also gained 95% on the Bitcoin ratio. That would put Polkadot somewhere around $100 by Bitcoin's next move. I think is pretty possible here if we do continue to get a nice bounce here off these two trend lines and do continue up here, which I think is what is going to happen, right? I do think that's what's going to happen for Polkadot, but obviously what I think is not what's going to happen. We just have to look at the charts and see what they're telling us, right? See what they're telling us. Now, that's also just one thing on the Polkadot Bitcoin ratio, okay? What we also have here, fellas, is our Polkadot Ethereum ratio. Now on this chart, technically, Polkadot could come a little bit lower against Ethereum, right? Bounce off our previous local high and then continue up. So I guess, we look at all the competitors, right? We look at Ethereum, we look at Cardano, we look at Polkadot, right? We technically could see Polkadot still bleed a little bit against Ethereum, just because it never came back down to backtest its local high. So that definitely could happen. Now, should that mean you should be in Ethereum over Polkadot? I'm not going to tell you that. You guys can look at this chart as much as you want and see if there's any type of correlation here. I'm not seeing any type of long-term trend line that's going to tell us what we're going to do, but you do your own research on this. Polkadot could come back down slightly against Ethereum, so just be prepared for maybe Ethereum gaining on Polkadot slightly, fellas. All right, and we're talking about just slightly. All right, but also, guys, what I want to show you is this cup and handle pattern that we did actually technically break out of on Polkadot Bitcoin. You can see we have this cup here, guys, and then we have our handle pattern, right? And we actually came back down and back tested our cup high. Okay, so what's our measured move out of this? Well, let's look at this, and then we'll look at our possible Polkadot price target, right? So this puts us Polkadot Bitcoin at about a 90. Right about a 100, really just 0.001 Satoshi level, right? So that's where that's going to put us, right? So it's almost about a 2x. So that would put Polkadot, like I said, if Bitcoin does continue up to like that $80,000 range, that's going to put Polkadot right around that $100 mark after Bitcoin's next move to the upside, guys. So we could be seeing a big move for Polkadot going forward. So I just wanted to slightly touch on Polkadot because the technicals are looking extremely, extremely good for Polkadot. Watch for a breakout out of this symmetrical triangle within the next couple weeks. And I'll see you guys in the next video. If you did enjoy today's video, make sure you smack the subscribe button. I will be uploading a second video coming out a little bit later this morning. So if you did enjoy, don't forget to press that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, fellas.